on Zoom too. Okay, it looks like it started. Okay. All right, so welcome to the first ever Wednesday stretch break. So the plan is we will take about 15 minutes to stretch. And I'm going to focus on stretches that help areas that get tight when we're at our computer. So if you've been working on your computer a couple hours this morning, it should feel nice to get up, breathe, and stretch. And I like to think of, just like when you're learning to drive, like 10 and 2, I like to think about if your work day, you take a stretch break at 10 and 2. My hope is I can record and then put it on the YouTube so people could do it again or do their own thing, whatever feels good. But make sure you have a space around you that you can definitely move and stretch. I have my chair here and I might use it to lean on a little bit, but you can also use your desk or the couch or table or whatever works. But we'll do some things sitting and then we'll do some things standing. And feel free once we get started, you guys could mute or close your camera so you don't have to worry about being recorded or anything that comes with that. And I'll just go ahead and keep mine on, and then we can unmute and chat at the end. Sound good? All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. So we'll push back from our desk and we're going to go ahead and just do a few shoulder rolls. For me, that's a place I always carry tension, so I like to start. And I always combine the breath with the movement whenever I do a stretch break. So inhale, roll the shoulders up. Exhale, roll them down. And your eyes can be open or closed, whatever feels good. You're just taking a break from your day, trying to transition for these 15 minutes out of your head and into your body, and in a very non-judgmental way, just a self-care check-in with your body, see how it's doing. Inhaling up, exhaling down, then just do one at a time, maybe right and left, and really massage your muscles from the inside out. All right, next thing, we're going to take our fingers and interlace them in front of us with our thumbs up. And then we're going to bring the hands in as we inhale. And then we're going to exhale, thumbs down, palms forward, and round through your upper back and look down towards your legs or the floor. So create a stretch in your upper back and really round there. Good. Then inhale, come forward, bring the hands back towards the chest, sit up nice and tall, stretch through the chest. And then exhale, round. So we're bringing some movement into the upper back and flexing the spine, inhaling up and exhaling out. Good. Then let your hands rest on your thighs. And just bring your hands out to the side here and spread your fingers super wide. And then make tight fists. So spread wide, tight fists, and really feel all the tendons in your hands stretching and contracting. Good. So if your hands are still out here and they're getting tired, bring them in and then roll the wrists. Give some TLC to your carpal tunnel, this area right through here. And just slowly make circles and stretch through there. Good. Now bring your palms together and press your palms down as your forearms come parallel to the ground so you feel a stretch through the fingers and the hands. Good. And then reverse it. Bring the backs of your hands together. Big inhale, and then exhale, gently stretch through the tops of the wrists and the arms. And then shake it out. Good. All right, let's do some neck rolls, but be very careful here. Rather than thinking about rolling the whole head, imagine drawing circles in the air with your nose. I think that really helps keep length and protect the cervical spine. So just close your eyes and make some circles. So feel your way through this stretch. Let it feel soothing and relaxing. Feel free to hold any spots and breathe if you get a good tight spot. And try the other way. Good. Let your head float back to center. Roll your shoulders. And in your mind's eye, close your eyes and just feel your head as it goes forward and back. So if I'm from the side, try to put the head forward and back, forward and back. Just a couple times. It's just a couple centimeters. But feel that shift, because it kind of looks funny, like I'm doing some chicken dance with my head. But I want you to find the middle, or the place where your head is resting right over the spine, ears and shoulders lined up. Because I have to remind myself of that position, because throughout the day, as my eyes get tired, as my posture gets tired, find my head getting closer and closer and closer to my computer. So I like to take a minute to just sit back up and feel that length through my spine. And even tuck the chin a little bit and then let it go. Good. Shoulder roll. Big breath in and big breath out. Good. Let's go ahead and stand up. So I'm going to push back a little bit, and I'll, if anybody has any trouble hearing me, just give me a little chat so I know. So feel free to stand up and stretch your legs. So the hip flexors right here can get really tight if we're seated all day, driving at our desk. So go ahead and right here, just bring your feet about hip width distance apart. And just put your hands on your hips and just do some circles, nice and gentle. Inhaling and exhaling. Just creating some movement in the hip sockets and in the pelvis before we jump right into a stretch. And then the other way. Good. Now bring your feet together, and if you guys can see me, go ahead and just inhale and reach your arms up overhead, like you're stretching and like you're waking up for the morning. Fill your lungs with a big, big full breath in. And then exhale, press your arms down like you're pressing through water. And just do 2 more of those. So inhale, stretching up. Reach for the sky and exhale. Press your hands down. And last one. And relax. Now, if you only have 2 seconds to take a stretch, that is for me feels like the most organic and the most re-energizing, just that stretch up and that press down. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and do a little stretch for the hip flexors. So you're going to take one leg back, one leg front. You can hold on to the back of your chair if you need to, and go ahead and lunge into your front knee. Keep your back leg straight, and you're looking for a stretch right here. Okay. Sometimes that takes engaging your core or tucking the tailbone to feel that stretch. When you have it, just take a couple deep breaths. Keeping the jaw and the face and the forehead relaxed as you stretch. Good, and then slowly step together and just take a moment to feel both feet equally pressing into the ground. And then we'll take the other leg back and find the same stretch on the other side. And again, for me, just standing here, I don't feel the stretch until I pull my, engage my stomach muscles a little bit and tuck my tailbone a little bit. So kind of lengthening into that stretch. Good. All right, now step both feet together and using the back of your chair or your desk, one of my favorites, we're gonna walk our feet out and hopefully my torso comes into the camera so you can see, but your feet are out and your hands are straight onto the back of the chair or your desk, and you feel your ears come between your arms and you're stretching through the front of your chest. And you can keep your knees bent and you get a nice hamstring stretch as well. So find a place that feels good and nice and stretchy for you. It's okay, we'll all look different. No two bodies are alike and they all stretch differently. So feel what works for you and breathe into it. And then slowly walk your way back up. And we're gonna come back into our chair for a couple more stretches with, we got a couple minutes left. So we've flexed the spine, we've released the neck, hip flexors, lengthen through the spine. I want to do just something else for the front of the shoulders and the upper chest that get tight when we're here. So go ahead and bring your hands behind your head. So you can bonus here, you can even use your fingers to massage the base of your skull, the top of your neck. But when you're here, I want to encourage you to sit up on the front of your chair and open your elbows wide so that you feel a stretch right through here. And then just a couple deep breaths right here, opening and using your breath to stretch the intercostal muscles and all the muscles between the ribs. My head's just relaxing on my hands. Good. Good, and then let your arms come down. Roll those shoulders a couple times. Good, warm your hands together, warm them up. And we're gonna take your fingers and place them on your jaw muscles. I think that's a technical term, jaw muscle. Just kidding. And just gently massage any tension you feel here. And then move your fingers and gently touch your earlobes, pulling there. A lot of tension gets into the scalp and the ears. So just give yourself a little ear massage. And jaw. Good, and then just let your hands rest on your thighs and close your eyes for a minute. Let the eyelids feel heavy. Let your eyes take a 30-second break from the screen. And just breathe, just check in with yourself, judgment-free. Just check in and breathe and allow yourself to notice any sensations in your body. Notice any difference that you feel from before the stretch to now. And when your eyes feel nice and rested, you can let them open slowly. And take any other stretches that you need, but we made it 20 minutes, Wednesday stretch break. I'll go ahead and end the recording and get it uploaded for others to share, but would love to hear any questions or comments from you guys before we log off.